I gotta say that as a Romanian, I genuinely do not understand the concept of blackface. Like, hear me out. We do not have it in our culture. But not only that, I genuinely do not know when was it started, who did it, and why, how long did it last, and when was it over. Like, if I were to get the answers to these questions, I would be a lot happier, and I would understand it more, because right now, everyone is moral panicking about it, and I see bizarre stuff like Justin Trudeau being able to do it, and then the media is saying, well, actually, it's not blackface when he does it, it's brownface. And apparently that is okay for the prime minister of a nation to do it. But then Mary Poppins, when she has smoot on her face from a chimney, that is incredibly offensive and harmful for millions of people around the United States. And apparently now I'm also being told by the media that when a child does it, in order to show the colors of an NFL team, again, that is incredibly harmful for millions of people around the United States. And no one is asking, but why, though? Like why, right? What exactly is the problem? What is the issue here? Because how can a child have this much power? Like how can a child do this much damage to millions of people? Like, how can one individual... Why is it the military performing this function where you can get one person using some war paint, you know, you can modernize it, you can make it more authentic, and then you can use it to damage millions of enemy combatants. Like if such a power exists, why don't the military harvest it? Why don't they try to channel that energy? It is very interesting, but all jokes aside, what really disgusts me about this is that the mainstream media has a vested interest in causing outrage. Like, it's a financial interest. And if you on social media try to do it, like you as an average person, you're opening a social media account and you're realizing that people want to hear about this topic, right? Like, if you make videos about this topic, you get millions of views and you may make a lot of money. Then you have like the same journalists and activists that are doing the same tactic, trying to get advertisers to pull away from that platform unless the platform bans you. So you as an average individual, you're not allowed to be outrageous at all. You gotta make sure that all of your videos are sensitive and you don't offend anyone. While the press not only offends people, but they do this as a business model, and they do it all the time. So in this situation, like, look at this article, right? The NFL needs to speak out against Kansas City Chiefs. Like the journalist is basically casting morality. Like, they are saying that normal people do think that the NFL needs to speak out. So in other words, a private company which normally can do whatever it wants when it allows athletes to deal and it's all about free speech then, now needs to speak out as if they're the new Catholic Church, as they're the new bastion of morality for society, as if people don't get their morality from their friends and family and their religious communities. No, they get their morality from the NFL, which is under pressure now from journalists to get it to speak out. So the NFL doesn't get to speak out when a fan takes the knee during the national anthem. Like, no, that is the free speech of the athlete in question, and of course, you know, like the First Amendment and everything. But when a child dresses, and again, like, it's not blackface, it's actually, as you can see here, readers added context, the other side of his face is painted red to show the team colors. So in other words, what the journalists did is they only captured him in profile so that the reader doesn't get context, so that they can write that clickbait stuff, so that they can claim that there is such racismus in the United States that there is more work to be done, and people need to read this publication more often so that they can keep in touch with current events, so that they can see what can be done in order to lower this huge societal harm. And notice how in the United States, the real problem is economic in nature. Like, inflation is at an all-time high. People are struggling with groceries. Crime in certain cities is at an all-time high. Legislation is meant to favor criminals for shoplifting or mugging people in the streets. You have foreign wars and other conflicts, and the conversation is now about a child at an NFL game which is using the colors of the team that probably his father is supporting. So the role of the media is to create division, to pretend that this is racism, that maybe the father is incredibly racist, right? So that now citizens aren't in the same problems together, like citizens aren't suffering collectively from the economic issues. They're not suffering collectively from the taxations. No, instead it's like they need to watch their backs because other citizens, they don't like them. Like, how do we know? Well, look how this guy dressed his son as. So they're trying to span the flames of hatred. They're trying to divert people from the real issues. And all of this is rewarded by making money. Like, they're getting ads from this shit. When people are clicking these websites, these garbage tier websites, they're giving money to the journalists. And of course, if you get a person like a politician like Donald Trump who says that the media is the enemy of the people, they don't understand why everyone is siding with him and why no one is siding with the journalist. They do their best in order to destroy their competition. They write articles where they're basically saying that people on social media are a problem and a huge danger to society and democracy. They try to justify for advertisers to pull away from social media platforms that do not bend to their will, like X. And at the same time, they do these things. And basically what they want is people like me who criticize them for doing these things to shut the fuck up. Because it damages their brand, right? I mean, look how disgusting this is. Why would you only take a picture of the kid with the face on the left, right? Like why not take a picture? Because there's so many pictures on the internet available where you get to see the other part of the face, which is red. Why are you doing this? I really wish I could talk to one of these journalists and genuinely like see what they're thinking, because even I have my political leanings, I have my biases, but if I was to talk about a news article and then I find out, well, after I made the video, before I upload it, I find out, hey, by the way, there's some context that you didn't know, I'll be like, oh shit, well, I guess I have to make another video today. I can't present this. Like, at least I do my best in order to make sure that I'm accurate. Sure, every now and then I may post something that's not true. It happens to everyone. I don't have an editor. I don't have a group of people. But I do have you guys in the comment section. Usually these newspapers, they don't even have comment sections. Like, look, this one doesn't have any comments. It's almost, and it's not just this one. It's all the newspapers. They do not have comments because they don't want people to call them out on their lies. Anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.